Dear students, this is the second video of metallurgy lesson. Today our topic is concentration of ores. Before entering this topic, just remember what is ore and what are the ores. All the ores all are called as mineral. When we are introduce one mineral into the metallurgical process, we will get a maximum percentage of a pure metal. Such a mineral, it is called as a ore. Here we have different types of ores is available. And these types of ore is all are depend upon the chalcogens. Already we know that in our periodic table, 16th group of element are called as chalcogens. I mean, oxygen, sulfur, such elements all are called as a chalcogens. You know that chalcogens is here otherwise ore forming elements. So just you see, in the aluminum metal, oxygen is present in a composition, isn't it? So the bauxite ore, it is belongs to oxide ore. Similarly, iron have iron pyrite. In this composition shows sulfur, it is a chalcogen. Sulfur is a non-metal, so it is called a sulfide ore. Similarly, carbonate, CO3, carbonate non-metallic radical is present in a metal. That's why it is called carbonate ore. So we have a different types of ores is available. Here, initially the ore all are get it from the earth crust by the mining industry. Now our ore contain impurities. Such a impure ore, it is called as a raw ore. In this raw ore, it is not directly introduced into the extraction process. Supposed to be we are introduced into the extraction process, we will get low percentage and low quality of a metal. That's why before introduced into the metallurgical process, our raw ore must be purified. That's why the topic is concentration of ores or purification of ores. Just you see the PPT. Concentration of ores. I told you we have raw ores. It is otherwise called as impure ore. Nothing but ore particle and gangue particle, both all are associate themselves. Now only it is called impure ore or raw ore. What is gangue? I told you gangue are associated with ore, nothing but non-metallic impurities, rocky material and siliceous matter. All are collectively known as gangue. So, in a metallurgy process, we are starting preliminary step is purification of ore or concentration of ore. This is a preliminary step of a metallurgical process. So, just removal of a impurity, just removal of a gangue from a ore. The process is known as concentration of ores. Concentration of ore, we have a 4 method. First 3 methods: gravity separation process, second froth flotation process, third magnetic separation process. Such a 3 process all are called as physical method. But our 4th process, leaching, in this process is chemical method. Here the chemical reaction is involved. to purify impure ore. Okay, right. The gravity separation process, froth flotation process, magnetic separation process is all are specific for ores. If we have oxide ore, now we are introducing gravity separation process. Supposed to be sulfide ore, we are introducing froth flotation process. Supposed to be we have magnetic impurities or non-magnetic impurities present in a ore. Now we are go to magnetic separation process. Okay, so first we are going to gravity separation process. See here, you know that the gravity separation process is here otherwise hydraulic washing process. In this process is applicable only for oxide ore. Other than oxide ore is not introduced into the concentration process. Why the oxide ore only used in this hydraulic washing process? Because our oxide ore is heavier ore. You know, our ore contain a gangue particle. So our impure ore consists of two component. One component it is ore, another component is gangue. The ore component is heavier weight, but the gangue is lighter weight. So based on gravity differences between the ore and the gangue particle, and generally the metal ores are heavier than the gangue. In this sentence is only applicable for oxide ore. So if we have oxide ore, now introduce hydraulic washing or gravity separation process. Just you see the apparatus here. It is called as hydraulic classifier. This is a inlet of a impure ore or raw ore. First of all, we are going to taking raw ore. Just you do crushed and grinding well. So the ore is become powdered. The powdered ore is introduced into the hydraulic classifier. Here platform with wedges is present. Here current running of water we are allowed to fall on the platform with wedges. Between the wedges have a groove. Groove it means have slight or a small depth. So first of all we are going to taking powdered ore, just introduce into the hydraulic classifier. In this ore is allowed to fall on the platform with wedges. This ore is allowed to fall on platform with wedges. Here current running of water is here. Our heavier particle, our heavier ore part. I told you raw ore consists of two component. One it is a heavier component, another one is a lighter component. Our ore is heavy ore. So the heavy ore is settled between the two wedges like groove. So between the two wedges only a heavier ore is present. But light weighted gangue all are washed away by the running of water. So this is the hydraulic washing process or gravity separation process. In this process is only applicable for oxide ores. Next one. Another concentration ore method is froth flotation.